I do confirm that Frontex, the European Border and Coast Guard Agency, has proposed help to the 4 member states, Romania, Hungary, Slovakia, and Poland, which have a common border to Ukraine. And Romania was the first one accepting the offer, and they requested approximately 150 border guards to be deployed by Frontex. This is also the follow-up after the Justice and Home Affairs Council meeting that was held in Brussels on Sunday. I could also explain. And my operational colleagues in the agency had already discussions with the Romanian border police. So the objective is to support the Romanian border police in the border crossing points in order to process as swiftly as possible the people fleeing the war in Ukraine. Most of them are Ukrainian citizens. Some of them are also have another nationality. There were, for example, some students or some workers who had a legal residence permit in Ukraine, and now they are also fleeing from Ukraine, of course. So we will support with the document checks. We can support with fingerprinting if there is a need. We can support with interview. We can support with security checks if Romanian authorities requested us to do so.
Are you looking for police who speak Ukrainian to deploy here in Romania?
We will try to make sure that the linguistic skills of the staff we deploy can fit. As you may know, we have a lot of Romanians in the European Standing Corps. So that's not a problem to find perhaps Romanian speakers, although we usually not deploy in the country of nationality. But we have, I confirm, we have many officers that for personal reasons know Slavic languages, and some of them have some notions of Ukrainian. So if we can help to also bridge some linguistic gap between Latin and Slavic languages with our staff, we would be happy to do so.
When they will come here in Romania, and when they will arrive, the first officers.
So we have now approximately 100 border guards which are in a pool that can be activated in the week. So today is the beginning, and so we expect that by the end of this week, so let's say Friday, there will be the first arrivals. If some of them can arrive even earlier, we will do so. We have, for example, already anticipated, because the deployment had been discussed already with Romanian colleagues some days ago, and we have already deployed some shift leaders, some managers, let's say operational managers, in order to recognize a little bit, to see what is the environment. So by Friday this week, normally they should be already the first ones arriving in Romania. There are 25,000 other persons that entered the European Union, either in Romania or Hungary or Slovakia or Poland, and they have another nationality. They are not Ukrainians. They are not EU citizens. And for example, they had the residence permit, so they are workers, legal workers in Ukraine, students in Ukraine. So these people must also be processed because they flee from the war. And we could also help the member states. So in this case, we could also help Romania and offer voluntary return if these people wish to return back home. So this is where we can help.
It's a proper time to enter the Schengen area. The discussion is everywhere right now.
Well, I think the solidarity we support Romania. For me, it doesn't make a difference. Romania is a member of the European Union, and we support, as we support also already Bulgaria at the Turkish land border. So this is absolutely not a blocking factor. And what is also something that we have to monitor is that irregular migrants might come also from Ukraine. You may remember that there was hybrid threat used by Lukashenko in Belarus against Lithuania, Latvia, and Poland. So this is in the northeast of Europe, but maybe the same phenomenon could happen in the southeast of Europe in case Belarus or others would like to use this opportunity of a chaos maybe on the Ukrainian side to try to enter or to disturb the European Union with a hybrid threat. So this is something we also have to be prepared. It could be up to 5 million people from Ukraine that could seek international protection. Maybe not only in Romania, but that's an estimation from the UNHCR. So that's not Frontex dealing with this, but we are here to support the border guards in order to process swiftly the people fleeing from Ukraine, regardless of the nationality. Of course, they need protection and safe place, and this is the case in Romania and in the European Union.
Officers from Standing Corps will come also with cars here in Romania, or just them helping to manage the situation on the border?
We got the request to have 40 patrolling cars deployed with the Standing Corps, as well as some aerial surveillance means. It could be perhaps helicopters. So we are now assessing what we can do. But indeed, you're right, Romanian border police also included the request of patrolling cars in their request or confirmation that they accept our help.
So it's possible to send helicopters here in Romania? That's what you're saying?
Yes, we usually in our operations, we use helicopters, we use planes. It depends on the situation, it depends on geography. But of course, if we find a helicopter, then we can assess how to deploy it. Frontex has not its own helicopters, but in this case, we request other member states, and if they have one available helicopter in the pool, which is prepared for Frontex interventions, then we will assess how to use it and where to deploy